the 4 subjects that we study at the Brahma Kumaris, which will give us the power to be able to change our habits and sanskars. Gyan, Yog, Dharana, Seva. Gyan is daily study, then daily meditation.
Gyan can also be knowledge.
That is daily study of the knowledge. Then meditation is Yog. Dharana is daily application of what we've studied. And Seva means daily sharing of what we have learnt. So any soul who starts working on all the 4 subjects, and all 4 are interconnected. So if we start working on those 4 subjects, we have started working on a very deep layer of the consciousness, and then changing habits will not be challenging but will come very, very naturally.
They will change automatically. I mean, it's not changing means replacing.
Yes.
You told me a beautiful thing yesterday, that you just can't go on hitting at this habit, hitting at this. Instead, replace it with something better. Replace the negative with the positive. Replace something very harsh with something soft and lovable, which we
Basically, just checking, because in today's world, it's becoming a little difficult for people to decide which one is right, which one is wrong. Like anger would be harsh, and peace and love would be soft. But then many people are going to say the soft one doesn't work. You know, it's not going to work in the practical world. So basically, the simplest way to check is comfortable internally. Comfortable. Whatever is comfortable, it means I'm in harmony. And if I am in harmony with myself, everybody will be in harmony with me, and then overall everything will be comfortable. So let's not go by what's right, what's wrong.
No, sister. I've experienced, my personal experience. I've never, ever been comfortable by being harsh and angry.
Yes.
I cannot even find one day or one incident where I said, yeah, I'm very happy I did this, my work has been done. No.
So that means when we're talking about success in everything that we do, it would have to begin with success internally. If I fail inside, trying to get success outside, it's a question mark. But success inside will automatically have an influence on getting success outside.
Can you explain a little more about success inside? Just a couple of lines.
Success inside means I'm a master, I'm in charge, everything is going the way I will want it to be, and everything is...
I will want to be inside or outside.
Inside. Yeah. We're talking only of inside. And most important, everything is at its perfect, everything is comfortable.
I'm stable.
Stable. My thoughts...
I'm happy, stable, comfortable.
And very
my blood pressure is normal.
Yeah, that is an effect on the body. But my thoughts, words and actions are in harmony. That's also very important. You know, a lot of people are doing a lot of things about creating harmony in the energy outside. And a lot of techniques are being used how to create a balance in the energy fields outside. But first would have to begin from within. When there is lack of harmony in the energy inside, how much ever effort done outside will only give temporary results, because finally my energy has an effect on the energy outside. So if that's not in harmony, then effort is more, result is less. Which in Hindi, which we will say, mehnat zyada, phal kam.
That means you're running, supposing I have to go to north, so I'm running towards the south.
Yeah, actually.
But actually I'm running.
Yes.
Honestly.
You are running, but there is a rope tied to you, which is pulling you backwards. So it's a struggle to run forward, because something is pulling you back. So our own discomfort, our own negativity, our own conflict. We want success outside with conflict inside. So more effort, lot of effort. And that's why if we see around us, everybody seems to be making a lot of effort. An effort in work, an effort in relationships, an effort to be happy.
And so much of effort in relationship. I gave you such a nice card. I sent you such a beautiful cake. I gave you such a beautiful gift, and you're still not happy. I don't know what to do with you.
So effort. And it's not only about gifts and giving, it's about doing a lot for each other. We're doing a lot to make each other happy, but still it's not creating that beauty.
So why? What is it missing?
Because disharmony inside, trying to create harmony outside. And when it's in a relationship, it's two people who are in conflict internally, trying to harmonize with each other.
Can it be that only if I am in conflict with myself and not in harmony, and my wife is okay, even then that can happen, no?
Yeah, because your energy is radiating. So for you, it will be an effort. Now, it depends on the other person. If the other person has achieved that state that they will not get influenced by your conflict, then they might influence you with their harmony.
But in love, it matters, no? When you love somebody,
Yes.
even the smallest thing matters.
Yes, but if you create conflict, then there will only be an entanglement in the relationship because energies will get blocked. Basically, harmony means a smooth flow of energy.
So how does one get internal harmony first instead of trying from outside?
Focus first on the internal.
Whose?
Each one.
I'll say you're not right.
Each one just focus on their internal comfort level first. And comfort level means you will be accepting everyone and everything as it is. So comfort. The minute we don't accept something, there is discomfort. And when you accept everything, there's no question of saying something is wrong. The concept of wrong gets over.
One question. Why is it that I do not accept you as you are?
Because you want me the way you think is right. Because your happiness is dependent on the other person being the way you think is right.
So where am I wrong here? What is my mistake?
Because you're again using a stimulus from outside to create your happiness. When you are like this, then I will be happy. That's what we saw the first.
So here I'm not being a villain or a bad man or a bad person or trying to control. Here I have some kind of a wrong knowledge. The one you use the word knowledge,
Yes.
gyan.
Yes.
So I do not have the gyan that it's me who is at fault, who is not in harmony. So, and I'm trying to change a person.
Right. The first episode we saw of Going Beyond, blame.
Blame.
So in blame, we saw that when we said that the other person is responsible for my thinking, then we were not accepting people. Because then people had to be the way I want them to be for me to be in harmony. And that's why we said, when the relationship is beautiful, then I will be happy. If we get along well, then I will be happy. That was the vocabulary.
The relationship is beautiful, then I'll be happy.
Yes.
But we have
It's
to
the other way
make
around.
the relationship beautiful, so automatically you'll be happy.
No, it is if I'm happy, then the relationship will be beautiful.
Yeah.
One is if we get along well, then I'll be very happy. But actually, it is if I'm happy, that is, if I'm comfortable inside, then we'll get along very well. So the focus is going to be from inside to outside. Harmony inside, harmony outside. Success inside, success outside. Achievement inside, achievement outside. But whereas we were living with harmony outside will give me harmony inside.
So this is a part of dharana.
This is a part of first knowledge. This, what we are discussing, is the daily study. This is daily study. Knowledge. What is daily study? Basically using the mind and the intellect to explore spiritual ideas.
To use mind and intellect to explore spiritual ideas.
Let's say every morning people are reading the newspaper and they have a nice thought for the day. Now one is reading it. One is saying beautiful thought. Second is sending it to everybody else. But what about using my mind and intellect to work with it? How is this thought going to work today? How is it going to work in my life? How will this benefit if I start using this thought today? If I'm not using it, what are the disadvantages I'm facing? Churning the knowledge, not just saying beautiful thought.
Churning here is going over and over again,
Yes.
thinking about it.
Using that, it's like an experiment. You take the ingredient and now you experiment with it relevant to your life, relevant to your situations, your field of interactions, and use the mind and the intellect. What has happened today is, as far as wisdom is concerned or spirituality is concerned, we only listen. We listen, and sometimes we are so much of awe of the person or the book that we are reading,
or even the lines. It's kind of a massage for the brain temporarily, when you have a massage and you feel so nice, what a beautiful line, and then you immediately do something else.
It's like beautiful music. It's just like beautiful music, because we are very stressed, and if you're just listening to beautiful music, it'll give a very soothing effect. But then it'll give a soothing effect only while the music is on. So it's a stimulant again. A stimulant which I'm using to hear, to feel good.
You mean to say a human being doesn't need any outside stimulant to be always happy?
No. We use stimulants. I would use music.
Doesn't necessarily have to use an outside stimulant
To feel happy. He needs stimulants, but not to feel happy. We listen to music to enjoy music.
I'm asking you to feel happy.
Nothing.
Without
Because
that also you can be happy.
Without that, nahi. Without that only you can be happy. Because if your happiness is dependent on any stimulant, the minute there is a dependency, the second thing is a fear of losing that. And when there is fear, there's no happiness.